Every single day, life presents two possibilities. You either grow into a stronger, more compelling version of yourself, or you slowly fade into the background of your own story. This truth applies to everyone, no matter where they are or what they've achieved. The deciding factor is not luck, not circumstances, not even raw talent. It's the personality you project and the confidence you carry into every moment. Personality is more than just a collection of traits. It's the living energy that communicates who you are before you even speak. It is the invisible force that draws people toward you, opens doors of opportunity, and earns you trust without the need for long explanations. Confidence, on the other hand, is the power source that fuels that personality. It's the quiet but undeniable belief that you belong, that you can handle challenges, and that you have something valuable to contribute. Here's the hard truth. If these qualities are left to chance, they will atrophy. Just like muscles weaken when they're not used, personality and confidence will shrink if they are not actively built. Too many people wait for the right situation or the right moment to feel confident. They wait for someone to notice them, for approval to arrive, or for life to somehow hand them the permission to be bold. That day never comes. Confidence does not appear like a gift from the sky. It is constructed, brick by brick, through small daily actions. Think about it. The most magnetic, inspiring, and respected individuals in the world are not necessarily the smartest or the most talented. Many of them started with less than what you have now. What separates them from the rest is the decision to consistently work on themselves, to deliberately shape their presence, to master how they communicate, and to practice self-belief until it became second nature. And the truth is, this transformation is not complicated. It's not about faking a smile or pretending to be someone else. It's about uncovering the strength that's already inside and refining it so that the world can see it clearly. Every day is an opportunity to take a single step toward that version of yourself, the version that speaks with clarity, moves with purpose, and stands with unshakable assurance. The changes begin small, almost invisible to others. It might be the decision to sit up straighter, to speak with more intention, or to learn something new that broadens your perspective. These actions may seem minor in the moment, but together they create a ripple effect that transforms the way you are perceived. The world begins to respond differently to you because you begin to show up differently to the world. The stakes are high, because without this conscious growth, the opposite begins to happen. When confidence fades, opportunities slip away unnoticed. When personality is dull or inconsistent, people forget your presence. A life without deliberate self-development becomes a life where others decide your value instead of you defining it for yourself. But here is the empowering reality. You are in full control of this process. You can start today, right now, no matter where you are or what your past has been. The work is simple, but requires consistency, daily habits, repeated with intention that builds your confidence and sharpen your personality. Over time, these habits become part of who you are. You no longer have to try to be confident. It becomes your default state. You no longer have to act like a person of value. You simply are. The beautiful thing is that personality and confidence are not fixed traits. They are skills, and skills can be learned, improved, and mastered by anyone willing to put in the effort. You don't have to be born charismatic to be charismatic. You don't have to be fearless to be confident. You only need to take consistent action, one deliberate step at a time. Today's world moves fast, and people make judgments in seconds. In that short window, your personality and your confidence speak louder than any resume, any social profile, or any list of achievements. They are your introduction before you even introduce yourself. If you want those first few seconds to work in your favor, you must design them, not leave them to chance. So, this is the moment to make a decision. To stop waiting and start building. to step out of the shadows of hesitation and into the light of deliberate growth. To understand that who you are becoming is entirely in your control, and that the most important investment you can make is in the daily habits that shape your personality and strengthen your confidence. Because the truth is, the world isn't waiting for perfection. It's waiting for you to show up fully as your best self. And the journey to that best self begins with a single choice. The choice to grow today, asterisk everything you do, every choice you make, every word you speak. It all begins with the silent conversations happening inside your own head. Your mindset is the foundation upon which your personality and confidence are built. If the foundation is weak, everything above it will crack. If the foundation is strong, you can withstand any pressure, overcome any obstacle, and step into any room with unshakable assurance. The truth is, most people underestimate the power of their own thoughts. They treat them like background noise, as if their inner dialogue is just a passive soundtrack to life. But your mind is not a passive observer, it is the architect of your reality. The thoughts you allow to take root shape your beliefs. Your beliefs dictate your actions. And your actions define your results. If you constantly feed your mind with doubts, I'm not good enough, I'll never succeed, others are better than me, those thoughts don't just disappear. They burrow deep, influencing the way you carry yourself, the tone of your voice, and the decisions you make. People can sense hesitation, even if you don't speak it aloud. But here's the empowering truth. You are not powerless against these thoughts. You can rewire your inner dialogue. You can decide every single day to think thoughts that strengthen you rather than weaken you. And it begins with awareness. Pay attention to the way you speak to yourself. Notice the moments when your mind drifts towards self-criticism or fear. Then interrupt it. Replace it. Speak to yourself as you would to someone you deeply care about. Every morning is a fresh opportunity to program your mind for the day ahead. Before you even step out of bed, set your tone. Tell yourself, I am capable. I am prepared. I am ready to handle whatever comes my way. These aren't empty phrases. They are mental commands that instruct your brain to look for opportunities instead of problems. Solutions instead of excuses. This is not about ignoring reality or pretending challenges don't exist. It's about deciding that no challenge is bigger than your ability to respond. Your mindset is not meant to erase obstacles. It's meant to prepare you to face them without losing yourself in the process. A strong mindset doesn't develop overnight. It's like training a muscle. Repetition is key. The more you practice catching negative thoughts and replacing them with empowering ones, the more natural it becomes. Over time, you won't have to force it. Your brain will automatically lean toward belief rather than doubt. Another key to mastering your mindset is protecting what you feed it. Just as your body responds to the quality of the food you eat, your mind responds to the quality of the information you consume. If you surround yourself with negativity, constant complaints, destructive criticism, toxic environments, your thoughts will reflect that. But if you fill your days with knowledge, positive influences, and inspiring challenges, your thoughts will rise to match that energy. Your mindset is also shaped by the standards you set for yourself. When you expect little from life, life gives you little. But when you raise your standards, when you decide you will no longer tolerate mediocrity in your thinking, your habits, and your goals, your mind adjusts to that new level. It begins to search for ways to match those expectations. And here's the most important part. Your mindset is yours. No one can take it from you unless you hand it over. Circumstances may shift. People may come and go. Opportunities may rise and fall. But your mindset is the one thing you control entirely. The moment you take full ownership of it, you take ownership of your future. So, master your mindset like your life depends on it, because it does. Every confident action, every magnetic quality in your personality. Every achievement you'll ever claim begins with the thoughts you choose to believe today. Protect them, strengthen them, direct them toward the person you are becoming. When you do, you'll notice something extraordinary. The world doesn't change first, you do. And when you change, the world responds in ways that once felt impossible. Your personality is not only what you think of yourself, it's what you project to the world. And one of the most powerful ways you project it is through your communication. Every word you speak is like a thread, weaving the way people perceive you. If those words are scattered, uncertain, or careless, your presence will feel the same. But if your words are intentional, clear, and meaningful, people will not only hear you, they will remember you. Communication is more than speaking. It's the energy, the clarity, and the conviction behind what you say. People often assume confidence is built by doing big, bold things, but in reality, it's built in the small, daily exchanges you have with others, the way you greet someone, the way you express an idea, the way you respond when asked a question. These moments are not random. They are opportunities to display strength, connection, and trustworthiness. The first step in sharpening your communication is clarity. When you speak, know exactly what you want to convey. Too often, people bury their message under filler words, uncertain tones, and unnecessary details. This doesn't just weaken the message, it weakens the perception of the person delivering it. Be concise, be intentional. Speak with the purpose of being understood, not just heard. Equally important is listening. True communication is not a one-way performance, it's an exchange. Many people listen only to reply, not to understand. But when you listen deeply, when you make the person speaking feel seen and valued, you create an instant connection. That connection builds trust. And trust builds influence. Sometimes, the most powerful thing you can say is your undivided attention. Your body language is also a crucial part of your communication. Long before you speak a word, your posture, facial expressions, and gestures have already told a story. Stand tall, keep your shoulders back, and maintain open body language. Avoid fidgeting, crossing your arms tightly, or looking down when you speak. These subtle cues signal whether you believe in yourself and others will believe in you only. As much as you believe in yourself, the tone of your voice carries weight too. Speak too softly, and your message may get lost. Speak too harshly, and it may push people away. The goal is a tone that's steady, confident, and warm. A tone that commands attention without demanding it. Pauses can also be powerful. A well-timed pause allows your message to land and shows you are in control of the conversation, not rushing through it. Another key to sharpening communication is choosing your words with care. Words have the power to lift people up or tear them down, and they have the same effect on yourself. Avoid self-deprecating jokes, overly negative language, or phrases that minimize your worth, like "I'm not sure" or "it's nothing." Speak in a way that reflects belief in your own value without arrogance. Preparation plays a role here as well. If you want to express ideas effectively, you must feed your mind with knowledge and practice articulating it. Read widely. Learn new concepts. Challenge yourself to explain complex ideas simply. The more you do this, the more confident you will feel speaking in any setting. And finally, remember that communication is not just about transferring information, it's about creating impact. Your goal is not simply to be understood, but to inspire, persuade, and leave a lasting impression. Every interaction is a chance to shape the way others see you, to reinforce your presence, and to display the strength of your personality. Sharpening your communication isn't about trying to sound impressive, it's about being authentic, clear, and connected. It's about making your words count so that when you speak, people want to listen. And when you master this, you'll find that confidence flows naturally. Because you know that your voice carries weight, your ideas matter, and your presence has power. Asterisk, long before you speak, long before you share an idea or take action, people have already begun forming opinions about you. This happens in seconds, often before you've had a chance to say a single word. That's the power of presence. Presence is the unspoken part of your personality, the silent authority you carry with you into every space. It's what makes people turn their heads when you walk into a room and compels them to take you seriously without knowing anything about you yet. Presence is not about beauty, height, or wearing expensive clothes. It's about the energy you project and the way you inhabit your space. It's about creating a magnetic force that quietly says, I belong here. I am worth paying attention to. This doesn't come from arrogance or trying to dominate others. It comes from self-respect, composure, and intentional behavior. The foundation of presence is posture. The way you carry yourself sends a powerful message to the world about how you see yourself. Shoulders rolled back, spine straight, chin slightly lifted. These aren't just physical adjustments, they are psychological triggers. Standing tall tells your brain you are confident, and it tells others the same thing. On the other hand, slouching or shrinking into yourself signals hesitation and uncertainty. Eye contact is another critical component. Avoiding someone's gaze can make you appear unsure or disconnected. Maintaining steady, comfortable eye contact shows that you are engaged, confident, and trustworthy. But there's a balance. Staring too intensely can feel confrontational, while glancing away too quickly can seem evasive. Practice holding eye contact just long enough to connect, then breaking naturally. Your movements also speak volumes. People with strong presence move with intention, not nervous energy. They don't fidget, pace aimlessly, or over-gesture. Every action is deliberate, from the way they walk to the way they use their hands when speaking. Even in silence, they hold themselves with a calm, grounded energy that draws others in. The way you enter a space matters too. Rushing in with scattered energy can make you appear flustered or anxious. Instead, walk in as though you have time and purpose. Move at a pace that's steady and unhurried. It communicates control not just over your body, but over your mind. Clothing and grooming also play a role in presence, not because they define your worth, but because they are a reflection of how seriously you take yourself. You don't need to dress extravagantly, but you should dress intentionally. Wear what makes you feel strong, put together, and ready. When you feel good in your own skin, it shows in your energy. Another key element of presence is stillness. Many underestimate how powerful it is to simply be still in a world full of constant movement. Stillness communicates confidence. It tells people you are comfortable in the moment, not rushing to escape it. In conversations, pause before speaking, instead of rushing to fill silence. This not only makes your words land with more weight, but also signals that you are composed and thoughtful. But presence is not purely physical, it's emotional as well. People with strong presence radiate a sense of self-assured calm. They are not easily rattled by challenges or thrown off by unexpected moments. This stability makes others feel at ease in their company. It's a quiet strength, one that doesn't need to prove itself loudly because it is undeniable in its consistency. Finally, presence is built on alignment between who you are and how you present yourself. If your body language, tone, and actions all send the same message, people feel authenticity. And authenticity is magnetic. It's the difference between someone who's merely performing confidence and someone who actually embodies it. Cultivating a strong presence is not about becoming someone else. It's about amplifying the best parts of yourself so they are impossible to ignore. When you master it, you won't have to fight for attention or approval. Your presence will naturally command it. And that's when confidence moves from being something you have to something you are.